morning, Pachines. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at your places. Students, as you know, beta, that we have completed chapter 7 of your reader book. The title of that chapter is The Last Leaf. Beta, today we are going to start a poem. The title of this poem is On Killing a Tree. It is written by Jeev Patel. Students, the title itself is making the meaning clear. On killing a tree. We are not talking about chopping a tree. We are not talking about cutting a tree. Here we are talking about killing a tree. Definitely, as compared to chopping a tree or cutting a tree, it will take more efforts to completely kill a tree. So let's see what the poet wants to say. Beta, this poem on killing a tree is a subtle poem by Jeev Patel. It is an ironical take on the amount of efforts required to kill a tree. The poet starts by explaining that killing a tree is a time-consuming process. It takes time to kill a tree. It has taken years to grow out of the earth, absorbed sunlight and sprouted leaves. Obviously, tree cannot be grown. It cannot be according to its actual length or actual position within a day or two. It takes time to grow. It takes a lot of air, water, sunlight to be in its actual position. So, a simple hack or chop will not cut it. If it is hacked or chopped, the bark heals and new branches sprout out from the area. Definitely, if the roots are there, the bark will heal once again by consuming sunlight, water, air with the passage of time. Again, that will be in its actual position, actual state. So, the poet then goes on to describe the procedure to kill a tree. If someone wants to kill a tree, then what is the procedure? The poet is going to describe that. It has to be hauled out of the ground, removed from the earth and its heart. The roots exposed in the air. The roots which are exposed in the air, they will get air, water, sunlight. So to stop them survive, we need to pull out of the earth, from the heart of the earth. Then it has to be scorched and chopped by the sun and the air and allowed to brown and die. If the roots, the bark will not get sunlight, air or water, then definitely they will be dry, they will be dried, they will turn brown and definitely at the end they will die. That is how one kills a tree. This is all about the outline of the poetry. Now let's read from the poem only. What does the poet want to convey? Let's read it. So students, here we have our poem On Killing a Tree. The poet's name is Jeev Patel. Beta, first of all, let me tell you that this poem does not have any rhyming scheme. It is written in freestyle, free verse you can say. Trees have covered our planet for millions of years, constantly providing us with the very air that we breathe. Unfortunately, now they are being cut indiscriminately to satisfy human need and greed. Obviously, students, trees have covered our planet for millions of years. But now, indiscriminately, randomly, people are cutting tree because they want to satisfy their needs, moreover because of greed. Although, beta, always remember that nature has enough
for man's need, but not for man's greed. In this poem, the poet's graphic description of the Herculean task of felling a tree leaves the reader deeply shaken and filled with pity and horror. In this poem, the poet has graphically detailed in his word that how Herculean, how tough task is there when someone cuts a tree, and the tree also feels the same pain with the jab of knife when we cut a tree, as if human beings are killed, then they will feel the pain. In the same way, trees also feel the same pain. It takes much time to kill a tree. Here, we are not talking about cutting a tree. Instead, the poet has used this word, kill a tree. So, do you really think that it is so easy to kill a tree? No, students, it is a Herculean task. It is a very tough task to kill a tree, and it takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife, not a rough movement done by a knife. This is not enough to kill a tree. Will do it. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It is not easy to kill a tree just by a rough movement of the knife. It has grown slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air and water, and out of its leprous hide sprouting leaves. When a seed is sown, then definitely, students, it takes hundred of years to bring into its actual shape, which is called a tree. So it has grown slowly, and for its growth, which things were required? Consuming the earth, rising out of it. It has come out from the core of the earth. It's not like that someone has fixed it. Trees have made their own places by spreading their roots into the earth. So is it so easy to kill a tree? No. And upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight. We all know to grow tree requires sunlight, air and water, and they have been consuming such things for years. And out of its leprous hide sprouting leaves. And from the crust, from the bottom, from the roots, the discolored sprouting leaves are also coming out. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. If you think that you cut it roughly or you chop it, you cut it into pieces, that work alone would do any task, would kill a tree. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs. If it is cut from the stem, from the bark, then definitely roots will be there under the earth, and it will come into its actual shape once again. Although it will again take so many years, but that tree will be on its actual condition once again. The bleeding bark, the wood of the tree will heal it from close to the ground, will rise curled green twigs, means small branches of the trees will grow once again, miniature boughs, small branches, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. If they are not taken care, if they are not cut at that time, then they will come to their former size once again. Although it will take time, but you will be able to cut the tree, not to kill the tree. Further poet tells us how a tree can be killed. The root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. The trees are holding the earth, soil very tightly with their roots. So the roots are to be pulled out. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out, snapped out. These roots are to be taken out from the anchoring earth, from the under the earth, from the earth. So only in this way, if you roped them, tied the tree, only then it can be taken out from the root, or pulled out entirely out from the earth cave. From depth of the earth, the tree needs to be pulled out entirely. Only then it will be killed and will not come to its former size. And the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the more sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. Here the source is root. It is delicate because it has always been under the earth, inside the earth, the most sensitive and hidden part of the tree. And it is called the strength of the tree also, like it is written beta, and the strength of the tree exposed, which is, who is the strength of the tree? Obviously the roots. If it is cut, then obviously that will come to its former size, because the cutter, the wood cutter or whosoever cuts the tree will not kill the tree, will not pull out the entire roots from the earth, and it will come to its actual size even after many years. Then the matter of scorching and choking. In sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. If the roots will be taken out, they will be burning because of sunlight. Choking means to make something or somebody unable to breathe. If they will not be able to breathe, then definitely sun, air, nothing they will get, and they will turn into brown and hard objects only, and one day they will die because of being drying. They will die, and then the poet says it is done. The poet says that the tree is killed. I hope students you have understood the poem. Read this poem, listen to the video again and again, and make sure that you will mark all the word meanings, all the difficult word meanings as I have marked in my book. So make sure you will also do that. Now read the poem and try to find out the exercise part, which is A part of the book you need to search out. Thank you, children.